Yeah, and she's not gone, okay? Jamie's just, we should clarify this, even though I thought we already did. Jamie's shooting her pilot for ABC.
But we're talking about Jamie-Lynn Sigler.
Yeah. You call me the princess of comedy.
Okay, we'll call you the princess of comedy.
Yeah,
Jesus, Jamie.
You know, what you guys don't realize is that she is a diva. She's a high maintenance actress, you know?
Yeah, good luck, ABC.
So she's shooting her thing, and she's got a quarantine, so she can't come do the pod because it puts her whole production at risk. And we are, you know, I mean, this is a great pod, but we don't want to derail her potential new series by just having her here when she could just take a couple episodes off or Zoom or call in. So that's why we still have the pod. The pod is not going anywhere. It's not changing to just me and Rob. You know, it's gonna be all three of us. But sometimes it's just gonna be the two of us, like today.
Yeah, and what I want to say to people out there, especially like you know the Casm G fans, who for some reason they like to separate themselves from the
millions of us.
Yeah, the Sopranos fans, they like to have their own. Listen, how much I love you, babe. So, I have a friend. She lives in New York. She's amazing. She's very pretty. She's like full on, you know. And
so far, she's my type.
Yeah, and we were talking last night actually, and she was actually talking about potentially hooking me up with somebody, and she's like, "Oh, what do you think of this girl?" And then afterwards, we started talking about her, and she's like, "Oh, you know, talking about hooking her up." And I'm like, "I got a guy. I got my boy Cass." So I say,
"You mean it?"
So I tell her about Cass, and she goes, "Oh yeah, she knows about Cass. She checks out Cass."
She's like, "Oh, I know about that guy." Anyways,
yeah, and then I swear that's exactly what happened. So she changes the subject,
of course.
And I said to her,
I don't blame her.
I go, "What happened to my boy Cass?" And I said, "What? He's too nerdy." I go, "He's too something else." I'm not gonna say, but and then
I gotta find out what something else is.
And then so here's what this is a direct quote, which I you know what's funny? I think you're gonna like this.
I like the abuse.
I think he's so hot, but I couldn't date.
This is you saying?
This is what? This is her. You never even when it's
I
one-on-one,
I know.
You don't
That's the joke. I wish it was you saying it.
I think he's so hot, but I couldn't date someone sober. Be friends for sure, but I like going out and drinking, and I want someone who's going to do that.
Fair enough.
With me. And then again, next text, but he's totally hot.
That's crazy. And just based on
very
that,
pretty.
I think she's crazy for saying that.
Yeah, very pretty. Pilates,
She's
maybe
got a Pilates
yoga.
Body.
Yeah, Pilates or yoga instructor. She's
either one.
So funny.
Well, look, what I'm learning is that upfront honesty is so important, you know, and for her to acknowledge that she may not, there's a certain level of fun that she wants to have that, you know, a sober guy. And I think this is what I think I've thought about this. And the part that is missing in my sober life, and I'm not saying it's missing, but the part that I don't partake anymore is sometimes when you drink, or at least when I used to drink, there was and you know this.
Fun?
Anything, totally. There was that X factor that anything could happen, right?
Yeah.
As soon as I walk out this door, there's a possibility where I don't know where I'm going to end up or who I'm going to end up with. Mm-hmm. Or when you are with friends, there's that sort of like when you're both drinking and you guys create like these super drunk, hazy, fun memories, which I have a lot of. And it's tough to imagine doing that with somebody sober because your frequencies are just different when you're out partying. You know, one person's drinking, the other person's not. And sometimes people get self-conscious where they go like, "Oh, maybe that guy thinks I'm too drunk." But I totally respect that answer. It makes me want her even more. You know, it makes me want to track her down and shake her until she gives in to my will.
And this and just so again, all those Castles fans out there, here's what Robbie says next. I go, she said she really wants someone who really wants kids. So I said, he really wants kids too. Family is super important to him. His personality is amazing. He's hilarious. His birthday, because she asked birthday. His birthday is November 11th, I think I said. Is that right?
October 10th. You did 11/11. It's 10/10.
Sorry. Maybe she's into it then. Maybe she likes you and I just fucked it all up. I'm gonna go back.
If she put me into her pattern app, completely different information she got.
And I said, last line, he treats women amazing.
Is that true?
That's what I said.
Well, I really appreciate that.
That's what I said. And she goes, wow, I do want babies, stat. Actually, she said, I do want babies, stay. And then next line, stat. Yeah. With, by the way,
I can't fuck with that typo, dude. No, forget it.
With something that I perfect segue. King of the segues, they call me.
That's right.
Are there any words that you have a problem saying? I recently found out I have a word that I really struggled with saying.
Like you want to say it, but you can't, or you just don't like to say it.
No, it's like the English language.
Compartmentalize. I've been training myself, because I've been talking a lot about UFOs and things like that recently. And when you talk about UFOs, you have to say the word compartmentalize a lot.
Right.
But up until I'm 37, up until I was 36 and a half, could not say that word without like restarting 3 times.
Yeah.
And I had to, you know how I broke it down? God, I'm a fucking genius. It's just say the word compartment, etalize.
Yeah.
That's a word I really struggle with. Or arroyo or rural.
Yeah, rural's a problem.
Rural.
But for me, it's, and here we go, I'm going to try and say it. Asterisked. I have a problem.
Asterisk.
I know. I write it down and
Yeah.
I could say it very slow, but here's the thing. If I'm trying to talk to you and I'm like, yeah, we'll just throw the fucking asterisk. See? I can't do it.
Wait, what's the letter that you're ending on when you say that?
Sometimes I say risk.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's like wrist.
I think it's a K at the end, but I'm not. It's a K, right?
Yeah, it's risk
You're
at the
schooled.
end.
Asterisk.
And you know what's funny? Let's say I'm telling a story and I know the word asterisk is coming up.
Yeah.
I'm in my head
Right.
8 sentences before. I'm like, oh man, there's no other. Sometimes I go to sound even dumber and go, what's that little thing?
I'd say buy yourself some time
Yeah.
and do this. Oh, yeah, big time asterisk on this game.
But see, it's not time I need, even with time.
Yeah. It's a tough one, dude.
Yeah. I
A
struggle.
rural, it's hard to compartmentalize your rural asterisk. Dude, fuck
You're
yeah.
going for it.
Anyone else
You
want?
hear that, ladies?
Anyone else got a word?
At ask pajama. What's the
Let
thing?
me ruin it.
What's the
AskPajamaPants@gmail.com.
askpajamapants@gmail.com.
Which we have a lot of emails. I want to get through some of them. And I also asked people to send us just me and you questions on Instagram, and we got like 40 to 50 of them. And some of them are good.
So you want to ask? You go for it.
If you guys don't follow us on Instagram, Pajama Pants Podcast on Instagram, we're creeping up on 10,000, which once we do that, we have the ability to swipe up. We get that little gift on Instagram.
Don't know what that means.
Well, you get to add a link, and so when people swipe up, it takes them to another.
Isn't that going to be?
Take me to another website.
Take me to another.
So let's take a look
oh,
here.
I like that guy. I like Cass coming with some music today.
That's right. That's what they call me. They call me
What do they call you?
all the notes cast.
Oh, okay. Well,
They call octave G.
Okay, scale. Hit the scale. Full
That's
scale
right.
Gariba.
Yeah, falsetto G's. Will Brennan asks, "How's the piano going, Rob?"
Wow. This is what.
This is the first one.
No, it's not. You're doing this on purpose.
Okay, I'll change it. I'll change
You're
it.
doing this on purpose.
I'm just asking. It's the first, literally the first one.
I'm a virtuoso, basically, and I decided the world wasn't ready for my talent. No, here's
We're
the
not.
truth. Here's the truth. I got the piano, and it's weird that there's somebody out there who like was thinking about that. It's pretty funny.
It's
weird
really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually really love this question.
I know that's like I said. That's why you put it first.
Yeah.
So I got the piano and I was stoked. I'm watching tutorials. I'm watching videos. Full quarantine days, by the way, when I thought like Corona would, my face was going to melt off from Corona. And I learned how to play some songs. I was feeling it. I was having such a good time. And then what I started noticing was like my back and my knees were really hurting because I was also sitting Indian style on my couch for like 9 hours playing the piano. And then my knees really started hurting. So I'm like, oh, what I need to do is like buy like a little stick, because I was just sitting in the corner of my couch like with my back against the thing, Indian
I just wish
style.
I could get a video of just you going bling, bling, bling.
I sent
sitting
you one.
Indian style. I know. You sent me. Anyways.
Yeah. Come on. I was better than you
You
thought
were,
I'd
dude.
be.
No, I was impressed. I really was impressed by how much you picked up in a few hours.
You hear that, Will Fournette? What's this guy's name?
Willie Brennan.
Willie Brennan.
Will
Thanks
by
for asking
Will
me
by
that.
Brennan. Will be Brendan.
Yeah.
Will be Brennan.
Right. Yes, you will. So I'm sitting on the couch, and my knee started to hurt. My back started to hurt. There's some wear and tear in this 35-year-old body, and so I'm like, okay, what I need to do is I need to buy one of those like stands, and I need to buy like a stool, and I need to have like a setup, and I'm like, I just don't.
Yeah, it's a lot of accessories.
Yeah, so I started like I would do like 30 minutes this, and you can't because like it has to come back. Like you have to get that like the muscle memory because I'm not reading music, so I just have to like memorize a song and play it and this, and I love doing it.
Are you a musical guy? Because I have no musical gene in me. I would love to be somebody who could like hear music and then be like, oh yeah, that goes like this, But I didn't. I tried to play guitar when I was a kid to like, that failed miserably. And did you get a piano because you're trying to tap in to something, or did you just be like, this would be a good use of my time to learn this skill?
I feel like I'm a very good student. Like when I've had, because in Sopranos I actually played like the drums in a scene, and they were like, oh, you have to go to 3 like drum lessons. And I showed up to the first one, and literally like 10 minutes in, the girl was like, I don't need to, like, they told me what you need to learn, you picked it up already, like, and I just figured it out, like knew how to do it. But
that's crazy they gave you drum lessons for like a scene.
Yeah.
Wow.
But with guitar, I'm the exact opposite. Like I could I could have like, rest in peace, Eddie Van Halen, come and teach me guitar for days, and I can't play one. I can't figure out the like.
It doesn't connect. I can't connect in that way.
Yeah, guitar crazy, but I think, I'm able to pick up, and like if I hear a song, I memorize a song after hearing it like twice or 3 times. Like I know all the words. I know like I don't. And a lot of people are like this, but I don't hear a song for like 30 years, and I remember every thing about it. Every spot where everything comes in. But man, I could be the worst guitar. Like I got a guitar when I was like 12 years old, and after a year,
amazed. And the guitar, same thing. It seemed really boring when I would look at the lessons and the things. I tried to get a guitar lesson, and it just didn't seem like it didn't seem like what I saw on TV.
Yeah. It
seemed like, oh, this is gonna take work, and I think it's like. Maybe that's part of my problems. I'm not willing to put in the effort, I like to think if I'm into the subject, sure. I almost have to have like a slight, I have to almost kind of be good at it already for me to like want to take the next step.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's like, oh, I'm just gonna put on this effort and I'm gonna be average, mediocre at best.
Well, it's the same thing when you meet a girl, right? Like when there's that initial spark, it's so much better than like otherwise you don't even dive in. You're just like, oh,
right.
There's nothing there. Like that's the whole thing. Some people pick up a fucking guitar and it's just like imagine.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Absolutely. And
I was horrible at skateboarding as well, and I did it for a long time just because I remember, like you said, my friends were ollieing and doing like dope shit, and I remember putting a hockey stick on the ground and being like, I want to ollie just over that hockey stick.
Right.
And when I did it, I was like, it was and my friends were ollieing like 6 backpacks. Like they would line up 6 backpacks in a row. And I was like, I want to get over a twig.
Right. The satisfaction you get is amazing when you actually do complete something, but the learning curve for it. But then I found myself good at very like uncool things. Like I was a decent bowler. I realized I was good at bowling.
Oh.
I was good
Would you
at
curve the ball?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Ladies, ask.
You want a guy
Pajama
who throws a mean hook.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Good thing Jamie's out here. She'd be
straight penis hook bowler. That's on a shirt coming out next year.
Yeah.
And I was also very good at tennis. I played a lot of tennis as a kid, and that's you just can't look cool playing tennis. I had just real short shorts and. I'm self-conscious of how long my arms are. All tennis does is make your arms look even longer.
Right, yeah.
So I just feel like this just
Would
very
kids come around to watch you? Was it that?
was I virtuous?
Hey, Cassim's playing tennis again.
Hey, the kid's back.
Yeah.
Let's gather up, guys, on the chain
People
link.
are closing their locker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm glad you answered that.
Thanks, Willie B.
Thanks, Willie. We kind of answered this question a little bit. It says, from Dimitri, it says, when Jamie moves to Texas, will she still be part of the pod? Great pod, by the way.
We're keeping everything going. Whatever we got to do.
Everything's going. Have you addressed whether or not you would also move there?
If, there's a possibility I might move to Texas and Cassim might come fly in and we're going to keep it going. We definitely want to keep this going. And
we put so much goddamn work into this.
Apart from anything like insane, our goal is very much so to keep the podcast going.
I wouldn't call it work. We put time into it. Gabby and I'd say Gabby does most of the work.
Cassim has just put so much behind this.
I got to drive to this.
I know.
I mentioned the effort.
I see it.
The gas alone.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I remember one time when I got an Airbnb in LA and Cassim came to see me. Again, the way Cassim was in his life at the time, you're always surprised when he showed up because you're like, oh, wow, I think this guy really likes me because he doesn't like to do anything. And when Cassim was there, by the way, so to start this, I didn't see Cassim for, I don't know, 9 months or so. It was a long time.
Longest 9 months of my life.
Yeah. And he comes into my apartment and I'm like, hey, babe, how you doing? He's, we're good. How are you? And he goes, last week I took my dog to the beach and now there's sand everywhere. And I'm like, well, that's how the last 9 months have been for you. Yeah, like I'm great too. Like, and but that we connect on that. I love that. I love that he said that, even though it's funny. And but a couple minutes later, I'm like, wow, I'm surprised to see you over here on this side of town, as they say in LA. And he goes, well, it's good for my car to get it out sometimes onto the road. That's what he said. I was like, okay, yeah.
What a fucking cool guy.
He really likes to bond.
I got to thank my mom for that. That sort of. Mm-hmm. I think I've lightened up a lot in recent years, but
this was still drinking, Cass.
Yeah, everything was like. I tried to be funny about it, but everything was like, what can I complain? How can I twist this into a sort of? I carry the atmosphere and the cloud over me of the sad guy, the sad, depressed, everything's going wrong guy. Yeah. And so, after you do that so often, you just naturally are that guy.
I also feel like it's just, and especially like growing up in New York or whatever, it was so much easier to sit down with somebody when you see someone and bond over that, over negative, that when if one of my friends sat down when we were like 18, 19, like we went to go get a slice of pizza and they were like, my life is just so great. We would have kicked him right out of the fucking, right out of the circle.
Yeah.
We'd be like, get out. It was so great to
go back to your great life.
Yeah, and you see people, when people sit down, what do they do? Oh, the fucking traffic. And it's like you instantly bond. You don't want to be the guy who's like, my wife is just the greatest woman.
Angel. Yeah. Look, there's got to be some sort of balance because you can fall into a dark hole and only become that person, and then you start sucking people into your like black hole, and it's after too much of it, I think it's great to like bond over it, but like have practice gratitude. I think that's where I'm at now. Still be sad, still be upset, but practice a little bit of gratitude in there.
Yeah.
And like as when this pod comes out, I would have just come back from Hawaii. And look, I am so stoked to have just come back from Hawaii if you're watching this. But I would like to say that I also want to give a shout out to the reason I'm going to Hawaii is I'm going to go shoot. I got a small role in a movie that my friend is.
There's no small roles.
Only small actors.
So that's a little LA, little business talk for you guys out there.
And not only is it a free trip to Hawaii, it's just a chance to do a cool thing and a cool project. So
all you people out there who maybe you can't see your families for the holidays, or hey, maybe you lost people in your family from Corona or this. Don't worry, Kasim's in Hawaii doing really cool shit,
drinking a coconut with a flower in it,
all on someone else's dime.
That's right. And well, look, I have to take I took a COVID test to just be able to get on the flight. I paid for that, $90. So.
Do we have another question?
We have so many questions. I actually want to go to this email because even though we can't really see it right now, I'm going to have to ask you to take your hat off.
All right,
but
DJ Cash.
This question's from Cole from Illinois. He says, hello, Rob, how do you maintain such a sick flow? Hairstyle.
He really said that?
Looks like you used to play in the NHL. Do you use any hair cream?
Boom. No, you know what I try to not shower every day. How does it look right now?
Sick.
I try not to. By the way, he didn't ask to take my hat off. I didn't.
I asked for you to take your hat off.
Yeah, these are questions and things from listeners.
Yeah, but I'm saying he was talking about your hair, and I wanted you to take your hat off so we could see it.
Well, that's how you get him to go back to other episodes, and then we need view. Is this your first go round?
Is everything an algorithm with you?
Yeah. There's one trick to keeping your hair like this. You have Jamie-Lynn Sigler, also known as the Princess of Haircuts.
Yeah.
Cut your hair. She cut my hair. You could see it on, hey, I don't want to plug our stuff, but you could see it on our Instagram.
We have an IG live, what do they call it? A video. You do have nice hair. It's a gift. You know, I don't know if you notice this with your own hair.
I don't put anything in it to answer the actual question.
But when you shower, do you always shampoo?
No, I usually like every 3 days or something, maybe like wash the hair. You don't want
every
it to look
3 days.
dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Twice, 3 times a week. I'm not every time. I used to every time. Do we have to do ads, Gabby? Is that what you're trying to do?
Well, let's bring her and her head of hair on here.
That was so slick, dude. Like, wow. Gabby tried to tell us that we have to do ads. So what she did was stood up, started walking around looking for the board, started walking around looking for a marker, started scribbling on the board. Yeah, Gab, we get it. There's one message you try and send us during the pod. You could just do one of these.
The sexual tension.
Holy shit,
the
Gab.
Tension, yeah, so
Woof. This is why I don't deal with women.
Yeah.
You might want to ask Gabby about her hair routine once you see who's
We are.
Gab. Come
will.
on, Gab. Come on, just come sit while we do the commercial. So what happened was Gabby came to sit down, and there was a tissue.
A damp tissue.
Because cool Cass, you know what you'll always find around cool guys? Use the tissues. It's just a thing. Like, if you think about who's the coolest kid in school when you were in 5th grade, you're like, oh, that kid always had a tissue on his desk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right?
Can Robbie come out and play?
Yeah. No, those kids were not allowed to say my name.
Okay, do that.
Okay,
oh my! Whoa!
I love the fucking attitude. No, I love it. I need this.
Oh yeah,
Go.
Listen. From past experiences, I could tell you he actually does like that.
I do like this.
He's not kidding.
Okay,
we got an ad.
Hey, before we fucking lean in to you and your bullshit,
yeah, model them.
We have to do a sponsor, and this is our oldest sponsor in the pod. It's Braddock Masks. Everyone, wearing a mask in public is proven to help keep yourselves and others protected. I know some people think it's a controversial take, but no, they help, and you need to do your part. Look, these are affordable, reusable, upcycled from Jersey shirts, and they come in this gator. They make a gator. They make a standard face mask in all. I think we're down to just in our sample here because we keep taking them home. We're down to this one. So somebody's going to end up taking this home. It's not going to be me. That's not the colors don't work for me.
Joe Perino, former guests have bought these. Yuri sent us pictures saying how much he loves them. My friend Heather got them for her kid. They love people.
They love the Braddock
Love
masks.
these.
They're the most comfortable, breathable, affordable masks available, and they're made right here in the U.S. of A.
Most importantly, they're our most loyal sponsor.
Yeah, they are our most. They've been our sponsor the longest time. And if you guys have any party who wants to find a way, because we don't really sell merch yet, and we don't ask for money, and we don't have a Patreon. If you want to support the podcast, the best way is to help yourself get a mask and help our sponsors who sponsor the show. They take care of us. So I would recommend you guys go to BraddockUSA.com and use promo code PJPants. You'll get an additional 20% off. Again, that's 20% off your entire order with promo code PJPants at BraddockUSA.com, BraddockUSA.com with promo code PJPants.
You use Braddock Masks?
Yes.
That's
That was so unbelievable.
Yes, I do.
It's like Jamie-Lynn. I mean, you're basically you're as good at commercials as Jamie-Lynn. That's what we figured out here real quick.
Support the people who support the show.
Whoa, okay.
Okay, Cass.
At Ask Pajama Pants. Yeah,
Okay, Cass.
You're fitting right in.
Welcome Gabby to the show, everybody. She's been on the show before, and everyone's like, "Why do you have her on? Get her off." And we're like, "No, dude, she's our producer, our editor. She needs to be on this show, and she's the only female in the room right now."
And to show how much we like her, here's a little graphic.
Yeah.
It's the Gabby thing. What is this? What
if you guys want to follow Gabby, her link is right here.
Yeah. And up here
Thanks, guys.
it's
Thank
the
you so much.
Gabby's Corner? What is it? Gabby's?
Yes, sure.
Gabby's Corner.
You're quite the baker. Someone would say you're a master baker.
I'm a master baker.
I've watched your Instagrams.
Have you?
You've also maybe made me think about downloading TikTok so I could follow you on there, but I haven't.
But everyone else should.
What's a TikTok? How do we get
You
there?
tell me what's a TikTok.
No, what's your TikTok?
Gab tab?
Gabs tab?
Gab tab _
Wow.
That's what we could call this segment. It's guys, it's Gab tab _
Gabby's our I said,
no.
our producer editor. She's responsible for keeping this show uploaded.
Yeah, well also
And edited?
Listen,
edited.
the truth is Bryce is the brains behind stuff.
Bryce
Wow.
is sitting, leaning back with his feet kicked up,
Right.
texting George, another guy we never see.
But our audience is like 90% male, and they said they want to see Gabby and not Bryce.
Can you pull up the photo of
my.
George, his recent trip?
Oh yeah, where'd he go?
So you guys, you've seen you've heard of this monolith that was in, you know about the monolith?
Have you heard of that?
There was a monolith. It's a almost like a from like 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's just like a metal. I don't know how many feet tall. It looks like it was 8 feet tall, just in the desert in Utah. Somebody came across it. Bryce is gonna pull up a photo of it, and it took over. Everyone was talking about it. Who put it there? How is this aliens? Who and what, where, how, when? You know, and to me, it was pretty obvious that it was like some sort of like quote unquote artist put it there, but people couldn't stop talking about it. But guess, I think I already gave it away, but guess who was the first person to get into a car and make their way out to Utah and take a fucking photo with this thing?
Before you guess who, what did the car ride sound like, you think?
Yeah, well, we're on our way. We're gonna be the first ones. Oh yeah, here it is. Well, who do you think made it, honey?
Oh my God.
So George goes.
Does this monolith make me look short?
Yeah.
I can tell you, he's got the Cassim power stands kind of down.
Is that the Cassim power stand?
It's one of them.
What's my power
What are
stance?
the...
Yes, right.
Ew,
God, man, look at the
gross.
power.
That's what it
Gross.
does. That's what Cassim does in all. When
I
you
wanted
wanna
to
take a picture.
donate or give him something that he was commanding the room.
What are the other power stances that Cassim has?
Well, the one that George is doing, like I don't know. That's a kind of like it's not that timid.
Get that away from me,
I'm
Cass.
just saying, okay, it's a way for us to bond. So
Wait, hold on. People who are not watching could think something crazy was going on there.
Well,
that was a tissue, guys.
Tune in to the pod on
Jesus Christ! Find out what
Don't touch me.
Cassim's trying to get.
You
Gabby
just
to.
grazed my ankle.
So sorry.
Wow, this never happens with Jamie.
So for those of you that know George, you'll know that of course it was George. It was the first one to get into a car and drive to you. Could you ever imagine seeing something
Whatever
online?
you're gonna say, no.
Could you just think about this? You see something online, it's a piece of metal stuck into the ground. Is any part of you go, I gotta be there?
If I was George, yeah, because I would hope maybe I'll fall off a mountain and it'll impale me, and it'll just put me out of my misery, you know.
There's questions like, how did he find it? Because there was no you know, maybe.
Oh, let me tell you.
Yeah. Well, that's a story in its own. He could have been more quintessential George, and just want to say, George, we hate you.
Yeah.
I didn't
Merry
say that.
Christmas.
George, I didn't say that.
But in just to be honest, I did get George a Christmas present. So and
What
you're
is
getting
it?
one too.
Oh, okay.
And Bryce, you're
it's
getting
not
one.
unique
Well,
for
it's
each
not,
of us?
It's not the same. You're not getting the same one he's getting. Oh,
And you're gonna get it in January.
You're getting something special.
You're going to get it in January.
You ever get a
Great.
coupon for free full body massage by Cass?
Wow.
This is good for one.
Good for one, because I get tired.
Yeah, he comes into the room holding the tissue.
If you're dating
Yikes,
someone and they give
yikes.
you a coupon for like a free finger or like a massage or
What?
a free
Dude,
a
she
free fingering.
works. This is a
Hey,
work environment.
now.
I'm saying
Jesus
Bryce,
Christ.
this is a hypothetical.
Holy
and
cow.
you get your boyfriend, not me.
Oh, God.
Not
I'm
these,
uncomfortable, ladies.
Not these things.
sorry.
I'm uncomfortable, ladies.
But you have a boyfriend, and then he goes, "Hey, honey, I got you a free rub down. All you got to do is cash in this coupon that I drew with the crayon." Is that romantic? Because there's a lot of broke dudes out there that are actually doing this for
A free
Christmas.
rub down. I don't like that terminology, but sure. Massage?
Yeah,
I'll go with that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
What's
cute.
And what's too long? 60? 120 minutes?
I thought
Yeah.
you were talking inches.
Yeah. What is too long? 4 or 5?
Ay.
See, this is I guess there's a contract she signed where once she steps onto the set, she becomes a member of the cast, and then back there she's the crew,
Yes,
right?
correct.
There's a safety we have behind these microphones.
Yeah. We also have a safe word just so it's Gilbert. If she screams for Gilbert, we stop everything.
Yeah, look, I hope you know it's
Ay.
all in jest, and the sexual
Yes.
harassment comes from a place of love.
Of love? Good.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad. As long as it's from a place of love. It's
Yes,
fine.
but we do want you here because we're going to answer some of these questions. And
Can you stop holding that tissue?
I know it bothers you, and we need a female perspective when
Okay.
I answer some of these. Okay?
Let's-
Number
hear it.
one reason why Kasim's relationships don't work.
Yeah,
Answer one. Bing. Always holding a tissue.
yeah.
I would agree.
Girls don't dig it, dude.
We don't.
I try to tell them.
He's flapping it around like
It's
this.
because I want you to
next
see how
me.
I want you to see how limp it is because it's damp.
Okay, read the email.
Oh my god. So wait. Just one question about you've told us that you edit a bunch of podcasts
Yes.
and this is by far your favorite.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's fucking lying, dude.
No, she said
has
that.
to say that.
Yeah.
She said that.
My fave.
Dude, I saw her on the Big Mood podcast. She's like, "Oh yeah, like fucking, you should see the craft
I know.
service table. They get fucking salami and olives and cheese."
when you get the big bucks.
We don't even get a hello when we walk in the door.
What?
She's like, you got 3 ads.
Yeah,
She's just man.
I'm really kind, everyone. out
Braddock's
there.
back.
Do you have any notes for us as a podcast that you'd like to give us here? You're safe under the umbrella of the colorful background, which I would like to go. Some people wanted to stay. It's a whole thing. Let us know what you think in the comments below.
Notes? More Jamie. Thank you.
This is what
That's
we're trying to.
it's great when she's fucking not here.
Jesus, we're trying to get people to watch an episode without Jamie, and your fucking one note.
We
is more
know
Jamie.
we need her. We know that.
Oh
we
my
want.
God.
all I got.
We
Sorry.
want her here, but she's got a real job. This is extra. This is after school activities.
Yeah, go apply for a job editing at ABC.
Yeah.
And we'll see if you get that.
Yeah,
I
let's
mean,
see.
in a garage, you're a fucking big shot. Go
Let's
over
see how
there.
how your thumbnails go over at abc.com. Huh?
Yep. Okay, read the email.
Here's an email. This one's from Gabriel P. It says, "Hi. I want to start off by saying that I've been binge watching.
There's another word.
You guys make me look so fucking stupid with the words that you choose to put in the
I
sentence.
have a word, though. My word is Mediterranean.
That's your word? Yeah. Look at this. Watch this.
By the way, that's also the safe word. So
Watch how easy this is for me. Mediterranean.
Congratulations, guys.
Say my word.
What was your word?
she doesn't listen to the show, dude.
It's C-O-M.
Jamie's not here.
Compartmentalize.
You had to take your time with it.
Compartmentalize.
You
That,
sound
mine
dumb.
sounds.
You
weird.
sound dumb.
What was yours?
Mediterranean.
No.
I'm an idiot.
Asterisk. Asterisk?
See?
Asterisk.
It's hard for all of us.
Surrounded by a bunch of goddamn dummies.
Asterisk.
Asterisk.
Let me try and get through this
Okay.
in under 3 reading errors, okay? Whew, here we go. Hi, I want to start off by saying that I've been binge watching y'all's podcast for the past 3 days, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm an 18-year-old college student from Texas, and I met this girl online about a year ago. The first second we started talking, everything just clicked, and it felt like we understood each other so well. And for the past year, we've talked to each other every day and sometimes spend almost all day FaceTiming each other. About 3 months ago, she started acting different and became more distant. When I asked her what was going on, she said she felt like our relationship wasn't going anywhere. She said that she wanted to enjoy her last year in high school and that she wanted space. Of course, sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. Of course,
But you did.
I took that as her breaking up with me, and I didn't take it well. The thing is, we kept talking and FaceTiming each other every day and told each other that we loved each other. I know it may sound silly to y'all, but I really love her, and even though we've never met in person, fuck, I let myself fall in love with her, and now I don't know what to do. Since then, she has become more distant and told me that we need to stop being so close to each other. As I'm writing this, I guess I'm not asking for relationship advice, but how to deal with heartbreak. I would honestly fly out to Philly if she asked me. Is she in Texas or you're in Texas? She's in Philly. I would honestly fly out to Philly if she asked me to meet her in person. I would do anything to make the relationship work. I've never felt like this for any other girl, and I'm willing to fight to make it work. Is this what love is? Have any of y'all felt like this? If so, what did you do, and do you regret your decision? Please help. Gabe.
Can I ask you a question real quick? Why do you keep enunciating y'all that way?
Because I don't know how to say it's one of my words.
Is that weird for you guys saying y'all? Because I say that pretty
I
regularly.
feel
'cause
silly
I'm from the
saying
South.
y'all.
Oh, okay.
You're from where?
Georgia.
Oh, yeah, okay. You just don't look like you're from Georgia.
What
You
does that
look-
mean? Hey, Cass.
Whoa.
Tell the people what looking from Georgia means.
No, you just look like you're from Cambodia.
Hey, here's the thing. I'll put up with sexual harassment all day, but whatever that whole Georgia thing was, that doesn't fly with me, pal.
Cancel Cass.
Yeah.
Please.
Boom. And here, you can click here if you want to sign
You
a
want to
petition
cancel me? Go ahead and try and click this link.
to cancel Cass. We're starting a thing. We might even change the name of the podcast.
You look Indonesian or some sort of Asian. I don't know.
You know what Asian I am.
You're Filipino.
Thank you.
Yes, you are the Mexican Asians of the
Wow.
world.
Cancel Cass
Holy
again.
cow.
It's not. What's wrong with that?
Whoa.
You're racist for thinking the word Mexican is racist.
touche.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway,
let's
go
see.
back to Gabe. Help Gabe out.
Wait,
Go.
you're going to ask me a question.
No, that was the question. Why do you say y'all weird?
Oh, yeah. I didn't like that question.
Doesn't
Do you have any
listen.
other one?
Yeah, y'all. If I can't say y'all as me, but
No.
I'm an actor.
So you guys don't you don't use y'all at all.
Never
Even
If I
in
get a
text-
script
not
and
in
the word
text,
y'all
not-
is in there, I will change it to you all.
Yeah.
But it's so much easier. Y'all.
Hey, you all.
I text you guys
Hey, y'all. Doesn't work.
Hey y'all.
Yeah, Goonies. It wouldn't work if he was like, hey, y'all.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been a hit movie. Sorry, Spielberg.
Anyways, Gabe.
Gabriel's. Hey, thanks for sending the
Yes.
the message. Now, what do you think? Have you ever had your heart broken?
Absolutely.
Whoa.
That's it.
Things just got things just got real. This is going to be a Rogan length pod.
Oh dear God.
Everybody get
This guy
your
has-
popcorn.
Here's my advice.
This guy has
Gabe.
the same name as you.
Gabe. How old is he? Did he say?
I want to call him Gabriel.
Oh, that's what you did last time.
What?
Okay, 18-year-old college kid with a senior in high school girl.
Yeah, that's a big
You-
river to cross.
Go to college and meet girls in college.
That's your advice?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's why
Okay,
we
what about
have-
dealing? Okay, so
Back to your heartbreak.
yeah, like the guy's obviously hurting here. How is he going to
Yeah.
deal with the hurt?
Okay, this is super cliche, Gabe, but
Bond.
you have to work on yourself.
Oh, that is so cliche. What is
wants to do
working? Can you
that?
be more specific? What does that
Focus on yourself. Don't focus on girls. Don't.
mean? Look, I think about myself all fucking day. I focus on myself.
yeah, but are
all
you
the-
looking at your
Look at him.
heart, Cass?
Okay,
are you diving
that-
deep into
that's
your
what I want to
heart?
know.
Yes.
Okay, so what should he be doing? Deep dive?
Is
Deep
there one in
dive.
there?
Deep dive. Ask yourself the weaknesses that you have.
My weakness, I care too much. Okay? I want to do too good of a job.
Yeah, when girls do this podcast, they leave and they're like, your flirting is too amazing. I don't want to say who said that,
Wow, who did say that?
You guys can figure.
Tell us, Rob. Who
You
said
guys
that?
can figure it out. They're like, oh, you too. But Gabby,
Yes.
what was this guy's name?
Oh my God.
What was this guy's name? And what
Hey,
did he
Gabby,
do to
who's
you?
editing this right now? You know what to do.
Yeah, leave slow 0.75 this part. We want to really drag this out.
Leave it in, bitch. I'm talking to you later. Leave it in, bitch.
Whoa. No, she's on the crew when she's editing this. You can't do that.
Wow.
Oh.
So much harassment just in the like.
He was talking to you now. That's better. So how old were
Please,
you?
yeah, I
How old
would
were
want-
you? Was this your first boyfriend?
Who is this? Who's this man?
By the way,
This is all I'll say.
that's
Ready?
the noise you make when you ask us to take photos. You're like, 1, 2.
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Okay, so what?
If you don't answer this question, I will
What's
shut.
the question? Tell me again.
Okay, how old were you? Was this your first boyfriend? When were you dating this person who broke your heart? Has it
dating-
happened multiple times?
Okay, this is all I'll say. I was in a long-term relationship, 6.5 years.
Whoa.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
And you're 19?
Unbelievable. Date somebody your
How
own
old do you
age.
think I am? Oh, I told you.
You told
I think.
26,
30.
27.
39.
Can you not do math?
No, I
Rob
just
doesn't
the
know
things you say aren't that important to me.
Don't
Sorry.
Asians date age slower?
No, I told Rob that I was 7 years younger than him.
28.
Thank you. Good job.
Bang. Hold on.
28.
Carry the 28.
When are women most fertile? I'm asking.
Not when they're at your house.
Yeah. They lose a lot. They lose 10 eggs every time.
Yeah.
Ay,
How many eggs have you lost since you've been?
At least 30 sitting here.
All right, but who broke up with who?
Jeez.
No,
I
come
did,
on.
I
We're
did.
still.
You
we're
ended
still
it?
I did.
Why?
6.5 years.
What was it?
Six.
Like, I gotta
Oh
go.
my
I
God.
gotta go edit Pajama Pants.
Jeez.
Peace.
I've got a future in podcast editing.
Yeah, it's like there's a woman crawling through a window of a bathroom in a big white dress. Where's she going?
Yeah.
She's got to come edit this show. She saw episodes fucking 4, 5, and 6. Saw what Bryce was doing to us.
I
and
got
said,
an
hey.
interview to edit a podcast. It's in Utah by a monolith.
Yeah. Okay, so together 6.5 years.
Yes.
What age? When did you start dating? What was the age?
20?
Can you do math?
Yes, 20.
Okay.
20, so 20 to 26, 27.
I had one 20 to 26 too. Wait, are you?
What?
Were we?
Whoa.
You're not. No, never mind.
Maybe that monolith is.
Yeah. Well, okay, so you broke up with him, but you're saying you
Yes.
were heartbroken.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you break your own heart when you do that.
Sure, I
Wouldn't
was
you agree?
too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Not
it was
me.
really hard. So how did you
Not
get,
Rob though, because
Break my
no
own
heart.
heart.
No heart.
how
no.
did it get easier? Let's
Yeah, okay,
say-
Gabe, this is what I'm
what did
telling
you
you,
do?
Gabe.
Yeah.
You need to actually focus on yourself
When are you going to start doing that?
now, right, Gabe?
Please. No, you. I mean, we'd like to see some work on you around here.
Wow.
Your professional work is great.
Everyone, please help me. This is what I deal with. Thank you so much.
This is how you get followers.
She loves it.
You want your TikTok to jump off? This
Anyways,
is what happens.
Gabe, focus on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You'll meet another girl, I promise. And you'll be okay. It'll get better, I swear.
When your relationship ended and you needed advice, who did you? I'm asking you a serious
Okay,
question.
go ahead.
I'm trying to be.
I know I'm trying to move past this, but
I'm
okay.
trying to be a good guy. I'm
Let's
trying
do
to be a
it.
good,
Let's
nice
do
guy.
it.
The
Rob.
quicker you try and move, it's like quicksand. We will move slower. I just want you to
Yeah.
know. The more you squirm, you will die. You
Do
will
the
die
Filipinos
faster.
make those finger traps?
No?
Well, it's like also like one of those.
Filipino finger traps?
Okay, go. What's the question?
When you broke up, I'm trying to help our listeners. This is what we're here for.
Yes.
When you broke up, again, when you broke up, and you needed advice, where did you go for advice? Who did you turn to?
I don't know. I'm not one to like ask for advice a lot, but I did open up to like maybe 2 friends that were close to me. So close friends who kind of know you and know your relationship, I would say open up to them. And then anyone who has been in a similar situation.
Great advice. My advice would be I know it's very vague to get the advice to work on yourself. I would say,
But
look, it's
true.
not, it is true. If you can, there's a bunch of ways you can get therapy at a very low cost right now. And they have apps. I'm not going to say which apps, but there are apps that you can pay $60 a month, and you get as much therapy per week as you want. You talk to a licensed therapist. That helps. But surrounding yourself, I like what you said, with your close friends and opening up to them is like, because I think a lot of the issues I had, is I kept everything in, and then my friends would be like, hey man, you want to go out? And I'd be like, I don't want to go out because then I'm going to have to talk about like how I'm doing and I'm not doing great. And then I'm going to have to explain that I'm just going to be a sour Sam, and it's just going to be one of these things. But if you lean into your friends for support, you will always be surprised by how good you feel and how great they make you feel afterwards. And if you don't have any friends,
we're your friends. Email us.
Turn on a podcast.
Yeah.
Talk to a therapist, sure. Turn on a podcast. Send us a question, and we'll interact with you in a way that will make you feel better.
And don't think you're a burden to your friends. I mean, people can feel like
Never.
that because they don't want to like feel like they're just dumping. But
Right.
your friends are your friends for a reason. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Were you the type of person who would tell your friends everything already, or like when this happened, did you have to like download them, whatever the kids say, on like all this?
I'm not that much younger than
No, I meant out there.
Sure.
You're on TikTok, Gabby. You are much younger.
Exactly. It's a generational thing. With were you the type of person who already, like, your friends already knew the ins and outs of your relationship, and you just had to tell them like, hey, here's what happened, or was it something where you were like, I usually keep this quiet.
No,
I'm
not one to like divulge kind of intimate details of most things. So I had to, and I don't think I really did it for myself either. So I had to process all of that, and then I'm one to like process myself, and then let other people know slowly.
I think that's what people should do in general, if you ask me. So you're
You get a
one-
good head on your shoulders.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and
You've
also
done a lot of work on yourself, I can tell. All right, I got some more.
Okay, let me read one.
Okay, you want to read
Well,
this
maybe
one?
they actually want you guys to read it because I'm not.
No, let Gabby read one.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I want to see you mess up.
Hey, Wob Eiler, Cookie Puss, and racist Kansas guy. The joke names are a homage to Pardon My Take, where I heard Rob and therefore found Pajama Pants.
Hey, all right, look at that. It worked.
I'm a big Sopranos fan, and I watched it for the first time right before quarantine. Also a big fan of early YouTube Cassim, too. I started
yeah.
listening to in early November. I started from episode 1, and I'm reliving all the 2020 through you guys. Currently on episode 47, the Rob or Cassim ultimatum.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's where I come out with my breakup. It's a major
We knew which
milestone.
episode.
It's a major milestone in the episode.
Gabe, go listen to that one.
I'm not allowed to talk about that stuff, so I'm going.
We're going to keep on going. Listening and watching the Pajama Pants is like the best reality show right now. Just a few questions. Is Rob still single?
Come on.
Hell yeah.
Is Cass's new podcast
Is this from
gaining
2022, this email?
Is Cass's new podcast gaining any traction?
Oh, absolutely. We're on the charts, top of it.
And is Jamie still tired of saying no to sexy time? 7 out of 10 times?
We'll have to ask her.
Also,
Gabby
have you
could probably answer that.
have
Yeah,
you
could you
guys-
answer for her?
No, she's not tired of saying it.
Okay.
Also,
Do you, when Jamie talks about her, Gabby, this is a podcast. We're supposed to talk.
This is part of it. Okay.
I'm trying to get through
I
Jared's
know. Yeah,
email.
you feel like this is an
No, but-
assignment because you're Asian. You want to ace it, but you don't have to fucking get through this.
We're not
So
trying to
this
fly through the email. One.
is- you got the A.
Also, have you guys ever thought about adding music to begin or end your episodes? I'd love to see what song you guys thought fit your show. If I could suggest anything, it would be more of situational Cass trying to pick up Jamie at the bar. Pure comedy gold, which is rare to say after a Cassim performance.
Slam.
Wow.
I deserve that.
I've never heard of Cassim, but I wanted to make him feel good and known for a little, as I'm sure it's tough doing a show with 2 A-list stars. But I think Cass is hilarious.
You're on another show?
Every time he says,
Self-slam. I like it.
every time he says, "Oh hell yeah,"
Yeah, hell yeah.
I crack up, laughing, especially when it's towards Jamie being most horny in the middle of the day, or when she takes a sweatshirt off.
No, yeah.
PSS, I wipe sitting down. Keep it up, guys. Much love, Jared from the Poconos.
Oh, the Poconos. All right, Jared.
Okay, first question. Is Rob still single? Yes.
I did ask it in the Poconos once. Just saying. Am I still single? Yes. Also, you like when Cassim says, "Oh hell yeah"? I remember you asking somebody who you I got to really dance around stuff these days.
Be careful.
You asking somebody who you used to spend a lot of time with, one of their relatives, like you were spending a lot of time with them too, and you were like, "Oh, do you say oh hell yeah yet?" You were like, "Yeah, people who spend a lot of time around me, they usually start saying oh hell yeah."
Yeah.
Have you started saying it? I don't think have you started saying it? I don't think I know.
Oh hell
No.
I have not. No, maybe like I said, it's not my.
Not your thing.
I could pick up one word from somebody, but I'm not picking up like full on slogans.
Oh,
You know?
I don't know, man. Give it a shot.
Oh,
it
hell
feels
yeah,
good.
dude.
It feels good to
Oh,
say.
hell yeah, dude.
Hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
That's how Cass does. Oh hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, do me.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, hell
All
yeah.
right, so you be a nerd and say like, hey, I just got the new PlayStation 5 gigawatt. Yeah, 8 megahertz.
Rob knows
Whatever you
stuff.
say. Go ahead, say it.
I'll just say what actually happened, which is I pre-ordered the PlayStation.
No, we're doing a bit here.
Oh, okay.
I'm you. You
Yeah.
can't be you
Wait.
also.
You're-
There's not two Chasms.
You're the nerd, or I'm
No,
the nerd?
I'm you. You're the nerd saying like you're excited that you just got. Wow, this is a long bit for a short payoff.
Well, look, dude, you got to set it up. I'll improvise
told you
with
what
you.
to say!
You said you're a nerd who just got a PlayStation,
That's what all you had to say.
but I'm
Hey,
not me.
No,
Okay.
I would never call you a nerd.
Yeah, I just picked up the PS5. Picked it up on Amazon. It's a disc version, 1 terabyte, 120 rehertz, 120 refresh rate.
Oh,
Got Miles
hell yeah,
Morales.
dude.
Yeah. Oh, did you get it?
Oh hell yeah, dude. I got 2 cars, dude.
Dude, you are so fucking cool,
Oh
man.
hell yeah, dude.
What kind of car?
That's it. That's all I got.
No, what kind of
That
car?
was my cast. I don't
You
know what
have
kind of
2
car
cars?
you have.
You don't know what kind of car?
No, I
He
know.
hasn't
it's important
said
you
it
say
enough on
all
this
the time.
podcast.
God, look, he's yelling at him. See how hard it is to deal with you?
911 Turbo S.
You were dealing with you for 1 second and you got angry. You're banging on the table. I have to
And
do
a
it all the time.
long-traveled Toyota Tacoma.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Next question.
By the way, speaking of words we say funny, how do we all say this word? I don't want to say it because then you're going to say it how I say it. Oh, this right here. The joke names are a what?
Homage.
How do you say it?
Homage.
As do I. Bryce?
Oy.
There you go.
I
guess.
I've had this argument with my ex.
Yeah.
Is it not?
Oh, so now
Okay,
we're
let's do
allowed
it.
to talk about
She's a homage.
Is that not the
I'm an
correct
homage.
way?
I think you can do both.
It's whatever. I think it's like an accent if you want to be.
I think people from like Asian countries say it. Homage.
I'm a man of the world. It's like I'm a French, you know?
Yeah, when you put on the radio, he's world music. You know, you're
Yeah. What am I, Cass? Tell me.
you're easy listening.
Aw,
There it is.
that's very sweet.
Okay.
So do we
Oh,
help this
sorry.
person? Yeah.
Wait, there's more questions.
God damn it, Jamie wouldn't have done that.
Is Cass's new podcast getting any traction?
I already said, yeah, it's on
okay.
it's on the top.
It's on the top.
It's on the top of the chart.
That's
it's
it.
on the top.
Coming very soon. Any day now. That podcast.
Give it to me.
You know when I do come out with a podcast, I'm not gonna fucking say a thing, okay?
Why not?
Well,
I'm not gonna promote it.
Good luck with
Why? No one will listen.
Exactly. It's gonna be anti-podcast.
Oh.
And all I'm gonna do is read
too
ads
cool.
from companies that I want. They're not asking for me.
I don't want my own podcast right now, and I bet if we could look into the future, I'll have my own podcast before Cassim has his own
There's
podcast.
a very real possibility of that.
So thanks, Jarrett from the Poconos. And by the
Thanks,
way,
Jared.
you left out the most important part.
Oh, I
of
know.
the-
Sorry.
email.
Sorry. Pregnant lady emoji 5 times.
What kind of pregnant lady emoji? Cassim?
What's is it a black woman?
Well, it's your thing. I mean, you don't act like you don't know what people are.
The
It's your thing.
The black woman pregnant emoji is one of my favorite emojis. It is no way has anything to do with a racist overtone or anything like that. I just like the color they used, and I like the shape of her.
Oh, okay. Speaking of, hold on, Bryce.
I
The
like
shape
the
of
sh-
her?
I like the
Speaking
sh-
of the shape of her.
No,
I like the
no,
shape of her.
Bryce. You have that
She's
thing
pregnant,
ready.
and
the thing...
pregnant women catch
Okay.
my eye right now.
So here, we're
But
gonna
I thought
listen.
you wanted to create your own pregnant
I
women.
do.
No,
I
hide
want to
that.
make my own
Hide that
shape.
picture. Hide that
Ooh,
picture.
Who's that?
Okay, so
I saw something. Speaking of,
quiet. So
Whoa.
sorry,
Quiet.
I didn't want him to. So
no, I respond to that.
Yeah. so I was watching a movie. Speaking, we were talking about racist things. Horrible, by the way.
I would.
You got.
Racist things are so bad.
Horrible.
Dude, anytime I see a racist thing, I go, get that out of here.
Yeah.
Do something different, something inclusive.
Yeah. So what happened was, I'm sitting at home. We're all quarantined. I'm trying to abide by some rules.
He's being woke.
Yeah. So I'm sitting at home, which I never used to do. Never.
This guy's out and about.
Right. And I'm watching a movie on, and I'm going to say it now. This might be a little controversial, but I'm going to say it.
But this isn't you saying it. This is the...
This is me saying what I'm about to say.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm going to call them out. It was Netflix.
Okay.
Oh.
I was watching a movie on Netflix, okay? The movie is called Signal. Kasim, you would like it. It's a little, there's a little...
Alien?
Well, I was going to...
UFO?
Spoiler alert.
Okay.
But there's a little something that Kasim might like in there.
Okay.
So it's not... You can narrow it down. It's not ladies. And listen to this, what you hear right now, and tell me what you hear this guy say to his friend.
Okay. I'll close my eyes. You're such a... And that's...
See...
I heard nothing.
You didn't hear that. You just ruined everything. And I can't believe he just said that. This guy is unbelievable.
Am I in trouble? Hold on. Am I in trouble?
No, of course not.
Hey, Gabby, edit that out.
No, your podcast is still on top.
Yeah.
Wait, you sure? Because what I'm hearing and what I saw when he said it is, you're such a dick. Now listen again. Just with the beginning part, we need it to be low because it's annoying. But once the guy stops laughing, can you turn it up a little? And we gotta listen, guys. Listen close and tell me what you hear. This is like that purple blue dress. What was the other thing?
Gold, blue.
But then it was like Narnie, or some people heard
Laurel and Hardy.
Laurel and Hardy.
No, not Hardy.
It's Laurel.
Yeah. So okay, ready? Here we go, guys. Listen up. Now we'll just show the clip, because maybe it's easier that way. Now we're gonna show the clip, and I have the subtitles on, and what he's saying here is, you're such a dick. It's very clear. We're gonna watch it. We might not be able to show this on YouTube, but we're gonna watch it. Okay.
No, it still sounds like what Cass said.
By the way, let me tell you something.
But Dick sounds like it should have been what he was saying. But
this movie had nothing to do with the word they said he said. Like, it would be, if that was the line in the movie.
It's a slur against people of the Jewish faith.
Yes, it sounds like the word bike.
Wait, it says it in the caption.
That's my point. It says it in the caption. That's why Kasim and you thought you heard it, because
No, I
Kasim
didn't
said
see
it first.
it.
Right, but he said it, and
Yeah.
then it comes in. But just one more time, and after the laugh, can you turn it up a little, Bryce? Just one more.
Dude, I'm so uncomfortable because racism really bothers me.
Yeah. Oh, I'm hot under the collar.
I am.
So hot that we're gonna listen to it again.
Well, because it's a controversy. We can't just
And
say
I also want to erase racism.
wow. Here. So clear.
It's very clear.
You're such
That's
a
weird.
dick. You're such a
Wait,
dick. Yet in
That's clear to.
She doesn't agree.
Maybe I don't know. I can't hear it. I can't hear it any other way than what
I'm hearing the bad word.
Yeah. Oh, it is one of those Laurel things then. That's interesting.
So this is a huge controversy, and let me tell you this is also going to be our first like two-parter little cliffhanger thing in Pajama Pants history, because we have Kasim's going to be away in Hawaii. I'm doing an episode with just Jamie, and I'm going to show her this. Mm-hmm. And we're going to ask, and Bryce isn't going to show the words first, and we're going to ask her what she hears, because this...
You're going to tank her ABC career, and I am here for that.
No, she's Jewish. It's fine.
Absolutely.
Pass. Yeah.
She's allowed to say whatever she wants.
Huge Jew.
Yeah, exactly.
No room for
biggest.
bigots and intolerance where I come from.
You tell him.
You tell him, Cass.
Okay? Where are
So
you from?
Tell him.
She's from Cambodia.
Yep.
And
Correct.
anyone from Laos, Indonesia, all the surrounding tiny islands, Sri Lanka.
Mm-hmm.
You look like you could be Sri Lankan.
Whoa.
Thank you.
What a compliment.
Yeah, that's a
Cool.
compliment.
Every Southeast Asian country, Gabby, you look like that.
Wow.
Thank you.
Look,
I just want to make it clear, I had the subtitles on, and it said right there on Netflix, "You're such a," and then the
and
word.
it didn't fit in any
and then
way.
it said that word in writing, and it made me so angry. So angry. I got to tell you. But you know what? Everybody's going to get their justice.
More?
More.
You ready?
Let's go.
I do want to do a couple from Instagram.
It was DJ Cass over here. Let's go.
This is one I like, and I can answer very quickly. It's from Prelove22. What does a girl need to do to get a date with Kasim?
Whoa.
Oh,
Not be a
ladies, listen
girl.
up. Have a penis.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
If any cool dudes out there want to just like just go hang, I'm not against.
We know.
I'm just I don't want cool friends. You know, if you're a dude out there and you ride a motorcycle, or you you're one of these guys, a wingsuit around, I want come over, hang out, dude. And we don't have to do anything physical. It's just us being guys. Like when me and you hang out, we get salads together.
See, I feel like a month in, you'd be like, hey, can you not like be wingsuiting around? So, like, you'd be worried for their safety and shit. You'd pull them down.
Okay, go ahead. Read another.
No, wait, we didn't answer your question.
Oh,
Tell the ladies.
What does a girl gotta? What's a lady gotta do?
Cass?
you've got to be fertile. Okay.
Can't be over.
So how do they
45.
prove that when they meet? Is there some kind of documentation?
Can you get a test for to see if you're ovulating?
Can you?
Yeah, for sure.
I need like a positive, like you take a COVID test. I need a test that says you're positive for your fertile.
Positive for baby making.
These are the times where really it shows we're missing Jamie.
I need
know.
I need to see how thick your uterine wall is to see if it would attach, and all the other romantic stuff that comes. I'm looking to start a family.
You're my uterine wall.
That's right. Yeah.
I said, baby.
The famous Oasis song.
That's it.
Yeah.
How's your uterine wall? Dun, 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 dun.
Beautiful. God, what a voice.
Thanks.
I'm sensing you're uncomfortable.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Wow, this is exactly how we should wrap things up. Like that very uncomfortable.
You didn't actually answer the question. You're being silly, but she wants to actually know.
No, that's a real thing.
There's nothing silly about me saying I want to be a dad.
No, okay.
You have to have a family. Be ready for.
You have to have a family, or
yeah. I want you to come to the relationship with a family. I want your mom, your dad, cousins. I want to meet them all.
Yeah, none of these orphans applying for dates with Cass.
Ew, if you're on your own, ew.
Wow, you just sparked outrage in the orphan community.
No.
Yeah, but how does a girl actually like let you know that she wants a family?
Oh, Cassim just threw his tissue.
I've had to be very upfront.
So this is like something you ask like first hang.
I go, hey, if we're gonna date, you got to know that I'm ready to settle down. I'm 37. Okay. I'm in the best shape of my life. My body's never looked better.
You?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Can't you tell?
Yeah.
God, why is she saying it like that? He's in great shape.
Go ahead.
Very Hillary Swank like.
And here's the thing: if any of you ladies are smoking hot and you've had your tubes tied and you're all upset, well, guess what? You can call me.
He doesn't want them. He doesn't want your kids.
No, I'm not. I'm actually not sure, but there would be
really.
That's surprising. There would be a nice safety in knowing that she can't have babies.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would have assumed that you just don't want kids.
I'm unsure. I don't know. I feel like it's to me. Again, this is just me. People are gonna be like, "That sounds crazy." I can't imagine having kids without being like, "Oh, this is the woman I want to have kids." Like, if I have a woman where I'm like, "God, I love her so much. I trust she would make such a great mom." Then I could think about that. But I can't just. When people are like, "I want kids," it's like, with who? They're like, "I don't know." Like, I'm like, "Wow, really?"
I think when you find the girl that you like, love.
Yeah.
It might change.
Well, listen, if I could bless some kid with
half
of this, I mean, wow.
God.
Isn't it?
My mouth is watering at the thought of being an uncle.
This wraps things up, guys.
Are we done with this episode?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I didn't want to do any more anyways.
Me neither.
Hey, thanks, Gabby, for coming on this episode.
So welcome.
Maybe we'll see you on a future episode.
Maybe
we'll spend 45 minutes making you feel uncomfortable and like you have no escape.
I look forward to it, guys.
And
how was your experience, Gab?
On a scale of 1 to 10?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, sure.
Doesn't matter.
How about 1 to 2? On a scale of 1 to 2, this podcast is a 2.
Thank you.
Boom.
That's as good as it gets.
Yeah, now both your podcasts are at the top.
We're at the top of the charts.
Mm-hmm.
If you're watching us on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell. That way you're alerted when our videos are uploaded to YouTube, which is Tuesday mornings right now. Follow us on Instagram, where you can continue to send us these questions. AskPajamaPants@gmail.com if you have an email, a nice long email that you want to send. And that's it.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
I'd love to bring the energy
Thanks,
down.
guys.
Yeah,
See you next week.
Someone's about to like close their
See you
stuff
next- see you
up
next
and
time.
this and
Yeah, so-
yeah.
Bye.
all right, so long.